Right.
Like a mandarin and an orange.
Oh, okay. I know this is random, but speaking of oranges, did you know Assata Shakur's favorite color is orange?
Really?
That's crazy, right?
That's crazy.
Did you know her favorite breakfast food is pancakes? Her drink of choice is red wine. Her go-to album is A Miseducation, and when she was 7, she got a scar on her left knee that never left her. Did you know I'm making this up? I tried to Google little known facts about her and all I could find were articles. A media tug of war. Terrorist, hero, fugitive, killer, revolutionary, activist, legend, but nothing said great cook. Nothing said dog owner. Her entire personality and lifelong live snipped from her legacy the minute those cops cut their lights on behind her. Did you know? Did you know there are spaces in history made for her, designed to hold the framework of her name, the weight of her life, her real life, and do it well, but instead, in May 2013, the United States declared Assata Shakur one of the FBI's most wanted. They put $2 million on her head, and on that day, she made history because she was the first woman ever put on that list. But this hole in history is a wide circle. They cut it right through the middle of existence and pushed Assata in. Doesn't matter what she wants to be or what she imagined her space in history to be shaped like. On May 2nd, 2013, they decided for her. A few months ago, someone told me they didn't know I wrote poetry. I have been writing for as long as I can remember. I learned how to fit words together before I was allowed to sit in the front seat. Some people learned the sound of my voice before they knew my name, and they called me poet. I wonder what it was like the first time someone realized Assata makes quilts in her free time. A person happens upon her at a market and asks what she's been up to. She says, "I have a vegetable garden. It's doing really well," but that wouldn't be interesting, would it? If her life wasn't an action film filled with surround sound explosions and heavy breathing, would you even watch it? Have you ever cared to know if she likes flowers? Have you ever heard her name in any context aside from hero or villain? Have you ever even heard her real name? Do you even know my real name? Did you know that my comrades make music? They skateboard. One of my friends makes comic books. Did you know that after an action, I go home, I walk my dog. I make citrus tea when I'm anxious and I have 12 plants. I'm not an activist when I visit my mom. I'm just a child she sends to get a napkin since I'm standing in for months. I stood next to people whose names only made headlines when they stood on the front lines with think pieces plastered over their faces. They chop pieces of us into bite-sized chunks to fit hour-long press conferences between the nightly news and dinner. They don't even include our full sentences, let alone the full paragraphs of our lives. Did you know? They made this fight a life sentence, a constant fleeing, and they scroll past anything you do that doesn't involve being pepper sprayed. Sometimes when I speak, I can hear my feet tap dancing on the wood to freedom, or the idea of it. This is the allegory of the activist. When you decide you're fit to fight, someone scrapes away all the other pieces of your identity without your permission because they're no longer interesting enough. History will do what it sees fit with the lives of Black leaders whose shadows are shaped by the light of a legacy they don't define for themselves. Make them role models, make them martyrs, make them legends, when all they ever asked was to be seen as human.